an evening of bad intentions. Now, as many of you know, this is one of the best cards from bottom to top in the history of the sport. We've got 5, maybe 6 fights that at different levels, different arenas would be main events. It's a fight fan's dream, it's a promoter's dream. And it's all brought to you by Matchroom Boxing with Mr. Eddie Hearn, and our special sponsors, William Hill Vegas, StubHub, Lonsdale, and the motion picture Creed, in theaters everywhere on January 15th, starring Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone, and one of the fighters over my left shoulder happens to be here that's in the movie too. We'll talk about that later. So ladies and gentlemen, the main event. Just a few weeks ago in Dusseldorf, a member of the United Kingdom boxing captured the world heavyweight title, the unified title, the title that is recognized as the heavyweight championship of the world. So right here in London on Saturday night, 2 fighters will step into the ring, and it happens to be even better than anticipated because possibly down the road, the winner of this fight will fight the world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury in what probably could be the biggest fight in the history of British sports. So more about that later. It's going to be a great night of boxing, as I said, a stacked card from bottom to top, top to bottom. And here to tell you more about it, especially about our main event of the evening, is Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing.
A big mistake in allowing Anthony Joshua to share a ring with you again. Let's take you back to 2009. We have seen the crackling footage a little bit in the last couple of weeks. Do you think it's a case of what you did then you're going to do again? You're going to take the fight to him, bullying him, and possibly knock him down?
With anybody getting the ring, there's a high possibility of them getting knocked down or getting knocked out. That was 2009. I don't take much away from that fight. The only thing I take away from that fight is the way he was fighting. You know what I mean? If it wasn't a technical fight, we was both scrapping. And if you look at the fight, he was the one that was backing down. It was not a technique. He was the one that was backing down. You can train, you can gain as much muscle as you want, you can get as much experience as you want, but there's one thing you can never change, is your heart. You can change your mindset a little bit, but it's your heart. And I just think his heart's a bit weak. And if there's one thing that I have, is a hell of a heart. You can ask anyone that knows me, anyone that's been around me, anyone that's seen me. One thing I have, and I will show Saturday night, is that. But you know, I've improved a lot. I'm a lot more technically better, sound. Better fighter, stronger fighter, faster fighter, so, you know, I've got the base solid, and no one's just building on the base, you know, and his base is weak.
Is that what you came away with, thinking that he hasn't got the heart for a real battle?
Listen, if you watch his fights, anybody, even when Matt Skelton took it to him, he shied away, and Matt was hitting with punches. You know, he doesn't want to get in no trenches and fight. He wants to try and keep it low in this. He wants to do what he wants to do. Anybody that makes take that away from him, we'll see what will happen. I'm not going to say no more. You'll see what happens Saturday night.
You did give each other a hug after that fight. There was respect at the end. That's obviously all gone out the window. No love lost in the build-up. Why has that totally changed?
Because obviously it's people around him, his psychology people must have told him some stuff, you know, to help him get over the fight mentally at the time. I think he's just taking the approach and said some crazy stuff about me, which is unnecessary. We boxed, I left it as that. You know, I fought people and beating them, and I've been cool with them, but this fella was alright, and then all of a sudden he just, I think because we were losing camp with Vladimir, I was, you know, I was a little bit aggressive, basically, towards him, and then he got squashed. Not squashed, but it got calmed down, and we got told, Diego was so cool, we had to help Vladimir get ready for the fight. And then I think he took my kindness for weakness at the time, so as soon as he came back from camp, he said all those things about me, so I was like, that's really weird. He was alright a couple weeks ago, he said, why have you changed all of a sudden? So I think because I was a little bit nice to him, he took it for weaknesses, so.
And finally, do you think you've been disrespected and underestimated in the build-up to this? You know, we've seen the odds, we've seen the fact that people think Anthony's going to stop you and maybe stop you quickly. Do you feel that people have got this all wrong? I mean, we saw 2 weeks ago when Fury and Klitschko, few thought Fury would do that.
Listen to me, it doesn't matter what people say or what people think. I've always been an underdog in most circumstances in my life, and I keep prevailing and keep proving people wrong. People say I'm not going to make it, and look who I am. I haven't made it yet, but look who I am today. Within the space of 12, 13 months, look who I am. I'm one of the biggest fighters in sports in history. I don't care what anybody says. All that matters to me is what's in here and what's in here. That's it. Nothing else matters. They can say what they want. Whose book is? They're just people that crunch numbers. A lot of these people are saying these things. They don't know the box. They don't know the fight. They've never been hit by me, and I've been in the ring with me. So it doesn't matter to me. All that matters is what I believe and this man they believe on my left and the team around me. That's all that matters. I don't care about what people say.
Jonathan, you obviously believe in Dillian, you're right behind him. We were over in Austria and Vladimir was saying that Anthony Joshua is going to be almost the heir apparent, but you believe differently. You're with this guy. Why do you think Dillian Whyte has got the tools to derail Anthony Joshua on Saturday?
I mean, to me, it's not about if I do or don't believe if Anthony Joshua will go prevail and be the heir of the heavyweight division. I think both guys are very, very proper prospects in boxing, and they're about to fight at a high level. And what make the fight so great is neither fighter has fought an opponent like they're about to fight on Saturday. So it doesn't matter what could have, should have, or would have happened. No matter how you put it, neither fighter has fought to the caliber of their opponent on Saturday night. So what you're gonna see on Saturday night is you're gonna see all courage and all heart, and you can see a bunch of hatred put together in a beautiful boxing match. Well, I think hatred should be put anyway. If you hate somebody, if you want to fight them, go to the ring and settle it there. And I think that's what's gonna make this fight so great. Both of them want to win. Both of them went out their way to get in the best shape they possibly could get in. I mean, yes, everybody say this is another day in office, this is just a fight, but obviously this is something different. Because neither one of them has fought someone in their career of this caliber, of this undefeated record, and that they extremely hated. So both of them went out their way to get ready for this fight. That's the reality of it. And also the reality of it is they both will bring everything they can to the ring on Saturday night. And that's what, to me, that's what makes me excited about the fight, and that's what's gonna make the fight so beautiful.
Is Jonathan right, Anthony, that this is the most dangerous test yet for you, and that you are in with somebody who is young, who's hungry, who's unbeaten, who can punch, and has obviously got a win over you before?
He's a good fighter. I could tell you more about it Sunday. What can I say about Dillian? What can I say? Just another fighter. I told you from time and time again. My heart don't beat no fear for this kid. It's another fighter for me, that's all. I've said it time and time again. I don't know what else I can say.
He's talking about the amateur days, the fact that he saw something there, the heart. What did you walk out away from that arena that night?
So the amateur fight, so the amateur fight was, as he said, when was it? 2009 October. He said it on the gloves are up, so I was thinking, crap, 2009, late on, 10, 11, 12 Olympics. So it was quite quick my amateur career, so you could see the lack of experience. We fought, I brought some people with me because my first two fights are knockouts. So when I first started boxing, I thought I was a man. I knocked out my first two opponents and I fought Dillian, who was very experienced and he had the ring generalship as a kickboxer. I took him to the ring. So we fought, he knocked me down. My heart had the courage to pick myself up and fight on to the final belt. And it made me realize, I need to step my game up if I want to fight guys at that level. I didn't know what level he was then until I found out later, but I thought Dillian's a good fighter at the time. So I need to step my game up, cracked on, added a bit more to my game, and carried on my career to which led us to where we are now. And that's kind of where it left at the amateur front. What that done for me is just show me if I want to be better and be good at my craft, I just need to up my game if I'm going to compete at a high level. And that's kind of who I've built myself into so far.
So we've all been watching it in the build-up. Have you been watching the old amateur fight, or is that just raw novices and this is totally different?
I was a raw novice, of course, because I trained for 6 months. I was on tag at the time, so I couldn't even train full time. I had to leave the gym at 7:30 to get home for 8. Stuff like that. I was training for 6 months and then I just ended up fighting. I had 2 fights and I had my 3rd fight in 2009 against him. 5-year, I think, and his gloves are off. I was told he was a 5-year champion kickboxer. So for me, it showed me, you know what, I'm not good enough, but I can compete at this level. All right, I made some mistakes, I got knocked down, but I got the courage to get myself up and fight on. So what do? I go back to the drawing board, add a bit of more arsenal to my game, and try and build myself as a fighter, as a man. And that's why I'm here now. That's all it is. It's simple. And that's why I see Dillian as a simple challenge, because I take everything that I do. I don't really overload it, get aggressive. I want to talk about scrapping in Sky Sports, all that rubbish. It's all irrelevant. It's just a fight.
The reason,
I'll pick up the belt and move on. It's no big deal.
Listen, you give it and you go like you're this bad boy. So when
Talk
I say
to
to you,
me.
when I
In what
say,
sense, though?
listen,
Explain yourself. When you talk, explain
when
yourself.
I say to you, yeah, you want to fight, it's as simple as that. Don't talk.
December
you
12th,
wanna
of course, that's
fight.
what I'm
I'm
saying
going to
now.
tell you something. You see, after the fight finished in December 12th,
You always jump onto
no,
the next
listen, after the
subject.
fight finished in December 12th, that's not the end of it. I'm going to find you and we're going to go straight down. Trust me. like real man, old school straight down the grass. Trust me.
Don't talk too much. And I always said, everyone,
Trust me.
just compose
you talk
yourself.
so
I told you
much.
so many times. Just
You know what?
compose
You know my
yourself.
problem is with you. You're a fraud.
Okay, it's
You're
your
fake.
opinion.
You're going like you're this nice guy and you're a scum.
But I thought I was a
Simple
bad
as
boy a
that,
minute
bro.
ago. I'm going like I'm a bad boy. Now I'm going like I'm a nice guy. Think about this and just compose yourself. It's only a fight.
Listen.
I'm saying,
It's a
don't let
couple
it
of girls
cloud
that
your,
don't
don't let
get
it cloud your
behind
judgment or your mentality. It's only a fight. You're supposed to be good at what you do. Keep it professional.
Not too long.
Keep it professional.
Not too long, bro.
Then we're supposed to fight
Not too
September,
long.
man. It's no big deal
Yeah,
for me to
but man,
fight.
what am I going to take a fight with a broken hand?
You talk a good game.
Take
I said,
a
let's
fight
fight
with a broken
September.
hand.
Then you come up with an excuse
I'm
in your
not,
hands.
listen, I'm not Kevin Johnson to sit around and wait over a
You
year.
were talking
for
that you
to
could have touched Kevin Johnson when you spot him. How
What
great he
fool, bro?
is. Too
Listen,
early.
Kevin was tapping you up.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Kevin was tapping you up.
What you talk,
Kevin never
stop.
trained me a fight. Ask Clifton Mitchell over there if Kevin trained me
My
a fight.
advice for you is
Ask
just
Clifton if Kevin
the
trained me a
fight's here.
fight.
The fight's here.
Kevin's a
Just
joke.
chill.
I'm not Kevin Johnson.
You've got your
Trust
people
me.
coming in. You're gonna do your job. You're gonna whatever that's gonna get you.
Trust
You're
me.
gonna win on.
Listen to me.
Just wait a few more days and you can
Listen.
chill out. It's only a fight. It's no
Easy,
big deal.
man.
We go to war. We go trenches. We can box. It's no big deal.
Listen, you're not going to no war. You're going to come out, stand stiff, move like a robot, try and put it on me, and then what's going to happen when I'm still there? Smiling at you like I am now.
Then you're gonna keep
Smiling.
getting hit with left and right. It's just
Smiling at you. That's fine, that's fine.
It's no-
That's
it's
the
not
different thing
complicated.
here. I don't mind getting hit with left and right. You
It's,
do.
that's stupid. That's not the art.
No,
You're with
it's
a
not
world
stupid.
class
I'm more
trainer.
worried than what you are, that's
You're with a
all.
world class trainer. He should teach
You're
you that. The
class,
sweet
man.
science
You're
of
class.
boxing.
Where's the trainer? Where's
Hit
Robert
down, get
McCracken?
hit. Tony Sims.
Where's Robert
Rob
McCracken?
McCracken. I've got big respect for those
Where's
guys who
Rob?
saw me through.
Why is Rob not
He's
here?
in Sheffield with the Olympics.
Okay, alright, cool.
Doing his job.
Okay, cool.
Guys, you both 100% physically and mentally fit.
Yeah, definitely.
Both of you. No problems?
Easy.
No injuries, no
Shoulders
problems?
good.
Everything fine?
Oh, is your heart?
Shoulders
Is
good.
your heart good?
Shoulders
Is
good.
your heart good?
I asked you, you're a doctor.
Is your heart
You're a
good?
doctor.
I don't need to be a doctor to tell that you're loaded on steroids. So you know I've been to be got some steroids.
You're the one who got a 2-year ban. That's what I'm trying to say.
I got to your back. You're the one who got convicted for selling drugs, bro.
Why are you snitching? Come on.
What do you mean am I snitching? You're not snitching at
Let's
me.
not talk about it.
Why
Guys.
was on the GD support getting paid?
Let's not
Government
talk about
money went out and take it to sell drugs.
Guys,
And then you go on and you try and break my name. Okay, bro, don't worry.
this is the professional arena. The British and Commonwealth heavyweight titles are on the line. Anthony, it's a long list. Henry Cooper, Lennox Lewis, Joe Bugman, Tommy Farr, names like that. To
Yeah.
become the British and Commonwealth champion.
Fight for such a great title and do it in my hometown.
And Dylan, if you could win the British title, what would it mean after the road that you've travelled?
It'd be amazing. It'd be a step closer to where I want to be. But like, as a British fighter, British title means more to us than a real title. It's bragging rights. You're a champion of your country. To be British champion would be amazing. You know what I mean? You know, I've been like the first person of my whole family to win a British title. Even though my dad and my granddad boxed, but you know, it'd be amazing. It'd be amazing.
Prediction time, Dylan first.
Why me first?
Why not?
It's his show. Let me speak.
Anthony first, if you want to go first.
I trained for a 12-round fight, but I think it won't go there. I say about 3 or 4 rounds. And that's a
You just
prediction.
made a prediction. That's fine. I don't need to say anything more.
That's fine, that's my prediction. Anyone else got any other predictions? What's everyone saying? Knockout or points? Knockout. That's good.
I think the fight is going to come down to who's the most mentally tough.
Yeah.
Whoever can take it in that dark waters is
Mm.
going to win the fight. If Dylan don't stick to the plan that him and JB worked out, he's not
So
gonna
that's
win.
what I'm saying. So
And
that's
I'm
later
gonna
on in
say
the
he
fight.
contributes.
So that's later on in the fight when, because we never, you've gone rounds. You've done what, 12 rounds before 10 rounds. with one of your opponents? Because you haven't got all knockouts on your record. So yeah, what are you saying?
So,
I'm not even being disrespectful. We're just talking.
What is this fool done? I've done 10 and 12 races. This is my first third round fight.
You know what I'm saying, right?
No.
So is that what you're trying to explain? Is that later on in the fight?
My prediction is going to go into deep water.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to get drowned.
And that's where we're going to see who can swim.
I personally believe it's going to be you because you're used to that adversity.
That's right, soldier. You better tell him.
But that's fine with me. I'm not going to start saying I'm going to knock out Malik Scott when we get downstairs.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's his opinion. I respect that.
That's right.
So I appreciate that. Anyone else got an opinion? Because it's interesting. We're all here for the same reason. We're all here for the fight.
I will say that Anthony in his 14 wins has gone 25 rounds and Dylan in his 16 wins has gone 44. So it's been short and explosive, hasn't it, so
What does
far?
that mean?
No, I've just gone less rounds. I've knocked out opponents quicker than you.
That's fine.
That's what it means.
So what?
That's what I'm saying.
What does it mean?
You asked what it means, and that's what it
Doesn't
means.
mean anything.
You just knocked out opponents.
That's fine.
But that's the
You
good
can
thing
get
about
knocked
heavyweight
out.
boxing is that every
You can get knocked out.
fighter,
That's cool. You can get
every
knocked
heavyweight
out.
on their record, from whether they're ranked in the top 500, they've all got power, they've all got knockouts on their record. It's no different. Fighters who I've fought with less ability than him have got knockouts on their record. It's the heavyweight division, and that's what makes it so explosive and such an amazing division in itself.
You spoke a lot today. What? Did you find some confidence over the weekend or something?
I'm just talking. I'm just talking boxing. This is what I
Normally you're
love.
really boring and suck. To be honest, like I'm actually glad that you spoke today. This press conference will get a few hits now. Last time you was here, you was just nervous, like you were just sitting on
I
this.
told you my heart beats no fear for you. When I'm around you,
You
my
don't
heart
need,
doesn't
but
beat
you
no
don't.
fear.
Your heart don't need to be
Or
fear from
nerves.
me. I see it in your eyes.
Or
I
nerves.
know you're kind.
Or nerves.
I know you're kind. Trust me.
Okay.
I know you're kind.
Okay.
And you know it as well.
Okay.
You know it.
Keep on talking.
That's cool, bro. That's cool.
As you could imagine, for a vacant
By the
title,
way, we got options in the referee, so we're not going to get one that when you free little fast bunch, you're going to step in and stop it.
You worried?
So,
Are
not
you
tell you
worried?
about that.
We talking about referees for?
Because that's what happens. Look at most of your knockouts. Who have you knocked out clean and they stayed down and they've been knocked out clean? Nobody. You get on the ropes, you throw some little punches, the referee jumps in and stop it. When I hit people, they go down, they
If
go to
anyone
sleep.
was complaining, then O2 wouldn't be a sold out arena anyway. That's what people want to see, is people get knocked
Okay.
out. People are
Okay.
enjoying it. That's what we're here
Today
to
they
do.
start
here.
giving the referees a little bit extra change and stuff like
It's
that.
a professional sport, Dillian. You know that, don't go on. You're smart. Then.
Everybody here know boxing works as well.
You're smart, man.
I know, I want to see this fight now.
okay, I think everyone wants to see it. We're not going to have any
But
problems.
now I really want to see it.
We're not going to have any problems with people wanting to see this fight. The O2 sold out in 3.5 hours. This is going to do big numbers. But, as you can imagine, it wasn't particularly easy for a vacant title deciding who would walk first or second. So, we decided we would toss a coin. The winner will get the choice to walk first or second. If you walk first, you will be introduced second. If you walk second, you will be introduced first. Michael Buffer? Check the coin. Who's got a coin for Michael Buffer?
I don't need to toss no. If you want to walk second first, that's that to me. It's irrelevant.
Why are you still talking? Let the man have
It's
his
irrelevant.
space,
What do you want to do?
man. Calm down, man. Relax.
Where do you want to walk?
It's
It's irrelevant.
Right.
Hey, Michael, you're going to need for it. He said he walk first. There you go. That's what he said he walk first.
He'll let you walk second. You okay with
That's
that?
cool. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Irrelevant to me.
That's good. There you go. No need for it.
No toss required, Michael. Sorry.
All right, well,
Do we get a discount on your fee?
We're gonna flip a coin,
No, we ain't flipping
right?
it.
But do we have to flip a coin to see who calls heads or tails
No, no.
first? Okay.
It's
Who makes the call?
over.
Anthony gave him the privilege.
It's over.
It's irrelevant to me.
You're gonna make the
Those
call.
guys.
No, it's over. The private deal. Anthony's given him the privilege to
It's
walk
already
second.
done.
No
I
problem.
I just made a few bucks here.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event, the British and Commonwealth heavyweight titles. Oh yes.
Thank you.
17,000 people. Imagine the anticipation when the Hall of Fame MC, let's get ready to rumble, let's go. Yes, Malik.
If AJ is lucky, he is lucky enough to get past Phil on Saturday night. Do you plan on going?
If
Let the man talk.
Let's talk. No.
Let the man talk.
So if he's lucky enough to get past Dillian, do you have plans on him going straight to Fury or going straight?
Let's focus on Saturday. Though.
No. And that's why I'm talking to Hearn. not
Let's
AJ.
just focus on Saturday.
Hearn, or do you plan that, or do you plan on having him fight?
I know this is a real fight, and I know that everything depends on Saturday night.
That's why I said.
That's what I'm saying. Listen,
Not
that's
looking
my
past Saturday
say.
night.
Don't worry about when.
So enjoy it, enjoy the
You respect
spectacle,
that though, right?
and enjoy two very talented heavyweights going to war on Saturday.
But that's my say as
Do you
well.
want me to get some questions from the press? Or does
That
anybody
is
have
my
any
say,
questions
right?
for?
You know that. I dictate what I want to do in my career. You know that. So I'll tell you. Let's just focus on Saturday.
We're gonna break the tables. We're gonna have head-to-heads up here, and tomorrow at the weigh-in, Indigo at 1 p.m. Fan zone starts at 12. It's going to be absolutely rammed. Get there early. We only can hold about 1,500. It's going to be full up by 12:30. So enjoy the show and roll on Saturday night.
Michelle
baby.
Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this little icon right here, or else